Week's goal line report is back.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we've done a lot of videos recently, and I think that's one of our best things is we don't have the best production level, but we definitely get a lot of videos out, and we treat them all pretty equally.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we'll work on, upscaling as we get the
Yeah,
opportunity to. But right now, we are coming back for another NFL one. It's kind of funny. We're at that point where we're getting closer and closer to the season. We just had the first preseason game. There's more in store for the coming week.
yeah,
But the closer it gets, it's like the slower time goes. Like time is slowing down. And so it's like tantalizingly close.
yeah.
So to fill that time, we want to have some fun. So we've
And there's a
got
lot of leagues.
just an over-under game here today.
Yeah.
Um,
So just a little over. Yeah, so just some over under fun with this. I think, are you going first with your first one for me?
yeah, I've got a few lined up for you here. So we'll go back and forth. And so this episode,
So
we're going to do quarterbacks.
Yeah, so this is the first round really for us, but I'm going to start this off with just some rules on how this works. So it's only passing touchdowns for this. So this guy, he could have 20 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. We say he has 20 touchdowns, not 23, because we're counting passing. All right? So just so you know that, we're going
Yeah,
are we switching? You do one, I do one.
yeah, we'll rotate there,
All right, yeah.
alternate. But yeah,
It's
so
based off their last year touchdowns. So we do, are they getting more than that or less than that?
yeah, so some guys, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, a little different if you try to factor in their rushing, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I'll start here with the guy who led the league in touchdown passes last year, Matthew Stafford, over or under 46 touchdowns.
Yeah, so that's a big number. The biggest by far in the league. Um, he's got a lot of guys around him that could definitely keep him up there, but I doubt that he'll get to the same success as 46 touchdowns. I think we could easily see 40 touchdowns, but 46 is a lot, so I think it's gonna be under 46.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think last year was so successful that it's just hard to duplicate. So
Yeah.
I think even with a great season this year, it still would be hard to top 46. So I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, and then just to start with my first one, Drake May. He had 31 passing touchdowns. Do you think over or under?
I think it's going to be close to that. I think that we saw him in his second year, and so I think there's going to be more growth in progress in year three for him. And I think
Mm,
getting Brown and Dobbs, I think really is going to also help to have those targets to throw to.
yeah,
I'm going to lean towards the over for Drake May.
I and I'm not gonna comment on just what I think because this is my list for you, not just me saying what I think, but I'll choose not to comment over that one.
Well, you can say if you think the under. Do you think the under?
I mean, I'd rather not comment. So what's your second one?
All right. Well, I think the whole point of this is to have a discussion. So
Yeah,
I think that commenting is what we need to do.
just rather not get off track on someone I dislike.
Okay, fair enough. So for you, let's go with number two, Jared Goff. He had 34 last year. I know that you're a Lions fan. And how do you feel it's going to shake out this year for Goff and the Lions?
So golf always finishes well within the top 5 every year, basically. And I don't think that he'll get out of the top 5 this year. But you just got Jameer Gibbs. He's in the peak of his career. I doubt he's getting higher than that. So I'm gonna say lower, but still around that 30 mark. And
Okay.
I still think he's gonna be one of the top ones in the league. I just with Jameer Gibbs, they're gonna give him the ball a lot, and I just see him getting more touchdowns. So
Yeah, I think the Lions are pretty well balanced, and
taking
so
the under twice.
yeah, I think it's gonna be in that same area, but yeah, I think it would be or have to be a really great season to be more Okay, so who do you got for me?
Yeah, and then with my second, well, what do you think about Bryce Young? So he had 23, and he led them to the playoffs. So with 23 touchdowns, where are your thoughts? Is he gonna get over that?
So that's a really great question. Bryce Young is an interesting guy, a former first overall pick. He's shown some signs of progress, but it doesn't seem like he's ever consistently put it together. 2 years ago, like the second half of the season, he finished really strongly. Last year, the Panthers make the playoffs, and so he's doing some
Yeah.
things right, but it still seems more like like a guy that just like runs the offense more than like throwing touchdowns. And so, what's the number that you have for him there?
I mean, he had 23 last year.
So over under 23 for Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say I'm gonna say over, and my thought would be 24 touchdowns. So I think about one and a
That's cutting
half.
it close.
24, 25 is what I think for him. So I think he just tops it. I don't think he blows up for like 34 or anything like that, but I think that he,
Yeah,
that
he ain't
he
no
can
golf.
that he can beat that this year. I'll go with the over for
Yeah,
Bryce Young.
I think you're right on that one. So your third one for me?
Yeah, so third guy for you here. Let's go with Justin Herbert.
All right.
So last year, 26.
So fun fact: most of the star QBs in the league were ones that weren't really a star. Once they get engaged, they basically go off. And Justin Herbert obviously just got engaged, so he's gonna make the Super Bowl, win MVP, all that jazz, and he's gonna definitely top 26 touchdowns. That is easy for the guy. He is elite.
So more than the new offensive coordinator, what he was missing was a woman in his life.
I
Uh,
mean, you never know.
yeah, I mean sometimes that may be the case.
Like
So
the lowest I see him going is 28 touchdowns
28,
and like
okay.
3 on the ground.
So comfortable, you think he's gonna definitely go over. Okay.
Yeah, who's in that running back room? They're not rushing the ball.
I think it'll be fun to watch the Chargers in this year, and I think Justin Herbert.
Definitely a dark horse.
I'm with you there. I think he's on the over there.
Yeah. So, and then mine for you. Well, I'm gonna move on to the Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold,
He finished with 25.
25. Okay, so I think when we think of last year and we think of this year, uh, they had a really good rush last year, and now Walker's gone and Charbonnet I think is out for a little while. I think Price could be something, but I think it may take a little while for their running game to get established. When you think of what they have with it in Jigba, uh, Thornton was a guy
Barner,
that looked really good at the beginning of last year before getting
Shaheed,
injured. So if he's back, Shaheed,
Barner,
Barner, I think that they're going to be throwing it more this year, and I think that
especially with them getting Kenneth Walker out. Obviously, you have Charbonnet and you have Price, but I think they wanna lean towards the passing touchdowns just because they know that works.
yeah, so I think they're going to lean more heavily on the pass, and I
Yeah,
think another year more comfortable with the team. Not sure how much it'll hurt that they lost um, the offensive coordinator, right?
yeah.
So that may affect it, but I'm going to lean towards Darnold with 30 touchdowns.
So you've taken the over 3 times, and I've taken the over once. That's interesting.
I guess I'm optimistic and you're realistic, maybe.
Hmm. At least you didn't say pessimistic.
All right, so let me throw the next one at you here. This is a guy that you're pretty familiar with, Baker Mayfield.
Ah,
So he finished
26.
26 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, so obviously I am a Tampa fan, and I've made this very well known, even with our last episode for Week's Goal Line Report. I I don't see many people in that wide receiver room that are gonna get touchdowns. Like K. Dalton, he got his first touchdown, and that was the starting tight end, like the starting tight end. He got his first touchdown like the last week. There's like no one there. Ibuka fell off a cliff. I thought he was gonna be like rookie of the year.
Hmm.
Nope, he disappeared. Chris Godwin got destroyed. Mike Evans wasn't even there. So, having Godwin, having Ibuka, honestly, I don't see him getting past 26. I
I
see like 24.
Yeah. With the team he's got around him, I think that is difficult.
They're gonna struggle to get touchdowns. I think Bucky Irving is gonna get a solid amount, but I just don't see them scoring that much.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't mean to be giving you the guys that are in tough situations there, but
You're
I
just giving
guess
me my favorites.
that's how it's looking with Mayfield
Yeah,
there.
Stafford. All right, so then for the fourth one, Dak Prescott. He had 30. I know you're not a big Cowboys guy, but what are you thinking? I mean, they got a lot of
So
guys in there.
Dak Prescott with 30. And so I think when we're looking at that, he's got Lamb, he's got Pickens, he's got Ferguson.
Turpin.
So I'm gonna say over.
Over
I I
30?
might say to over to everybody. I might just be
You're
throwing
crazy.
throwing it around left and right. I think it's more like 34. I think he can average 2 touchdown passes a game.
And
Uh,
suddenly you think he's going to get 60 and win MVP.
no, I don't think 60. I said 34. So
Hmm.
I think two a
Doubling the
game
next person.
is definitely on the realistic side
Wow.
for Prescott, in my opinion.
Well, that's interesting. So, what's my last one?
Last one. So we just did Mayfield. Let's do Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. I love this guy. Yeah, I'm a Chargers fan, but I do love Bo Nix. He's young. The Broncos are definitely gonna be good for a while. And I think Bo Nix, he's really underrated, one of the most underrated QBs in the league. And I think he can top 25. I think it wouldn't be that far. He's getting Jalen Waddle. That would definitely help boost, with Mims, Ingram, and Sutton, and, every other nobody on that roster. So I think they could get past 25 with Nix.
How many do you think he throws to Akeem Butler?
Oh, if he makes the roster, I think Butler gets at least two, maybe three. I think he'd be really hard to knock down once he gets his hands on the ball. Like Butler, it's been a while since we talked about Keem Butler, but hopefully he gets some fireworks out there because he definitely deserves it. These UFL guys, they played their hearts out, like Cam Gill, Lucky Jackson, Hakeem Butler, all these guys, including Tanner Brown. Hopefully he wins that starting job with New Orleans.
I think the Broncos are another team that is going to have to rely on the pass. I don't have a
Yeah,
lot of confidence in their running backs.
maybe RJ Harvey gets a big second year. But and then for my last one for you, number five, Tua. Tua Tagovailoa. He finished with 20. Obviously, he got benched like the last 3 weeks, but do you think he gets over 20 with Atlanta?
It's a good question, and it's a challenging one because
Bench week 4.
there's so much that's changed for Tua. He's with a different team.
Hmm. For the first time.
There's always going to be questions about his health.
Yeah.
So the new coach, doesn't have anything invested in him. So if he doesn't show up and look great, then maybe they do go with Penix. Uh, but
Maybe they get
assuming,
Haynes King.
uh, well, King, he plays on the Panthers.
Yeah, maybe they trade for
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe. If
him.
someone
Max
needs,
Brosmer.
another thing that they could do is trade for Dylan Gabriel.
Ugh.
Need a left-handed quarterback.
You don't need three.
Um, but okay, so Tua, if he were to play a full season, you're playing with
Be
Bijan, you're
realistic.
playing with Drake London, you're playing with Kyle Pitts. I think there's a chance that you can get 20 touchdowns. So it, but
Throws the wrong way.
I'm gonna go under just because there's so many questions that any one of them could derail him. If
Wow,
he
I
gets
expected you to go 5 for 5. They're getting right over that.
if he gets injured, If he just loses the job, if the Falcons struggle, there's a lot of reasons that it could go south. So
Yeah.
uh, I think everything has to go right for it to be over 20. So I'm just gonna say one of those things derails him, and he ends up with less.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're wrong about that. But I think that does it. I mean, we got our five. If you have any thoughts or ideas for us, like, did you like this? Did you like our list? Do you like that Dad picked four for the over? Do you like that? I'm the best. Comment down below.
Like I'm probably spoiled. Like I
Maybe
remember Brady and Peyton and Breeze,
Roethlisberger,
Rivers,
Rogers,
Roethlisberger, Rodgers. So these guys are throwing
Stafford,
touchdowns left and right, and you look at last year, there's like four guys that threw 30 touchdowns. So I
including
mean
Goff,
it
including him.
it's not what it used to be. So maybe I'm still thinking that that's how it should be.
Malik
But
Willis, 70 touchdowns.
Malik Willis over or under 15 touchdowns.
Over under two.
Um, but but yeah, that'll wrap it up here. But like, comment. We would love to get more
Yeah,
comments. Follow, subscribe, all those great things. If there's an idea of what you'd like to hear us talk about, let us know
yeah,
that too. Because we're having fun, but we can always, find new things to talk about as
yeah.
well. So we're open to that and happy to do it.
Hmm. Well, I think that does it.
All right.